Light of my life, how goes it?
Okay, bored now.
Well, allow me to amuse you then. Guess the staff member who earlier today wanted to know all about sexual fantasies.
Who?
Natty dresser hygiene fiend.
Gerald? What did you tell him?
Well, I told him that if, as I suspected, he wanted to please his better half, he should flag the wacky stuff and concentrate on the romance.
Really? Go you.
I suggested that women of quality like being wined and dined at expensive restaurants.
Nice. Although it could be just as romantic if he cooked Morgan a cosy dinner at home.
Interesting. I also advised him that he should never skimp when it came to flowers, champagne or chocolates.
Oh, chocolate, not such a good idea. It's hard to feel romantic when you're stressing about cellulite.
Good point.
Can you give us a hand?
Sure. I just go.
Okay, are you going to be around tonight?
Yeah, I was just going to have a quiet one.
She sacked him? That's what Sarah said, and she was there.
But they can't just get rid of him.
Well, apparently Riley thought differently.
Chris, what is going on?
Sorry, mate, I don't know what to say.
Are you all right? Is there anything that we can do?
Well, that's very kind, but I'm sure I'll be fine. As will the hospital. Eventually.
What kind of monsters are these people? That poor man has just buried his wife.
For that ruthless of the CEO, it sure as hell doesn't bode well for the rest of us.
Hey, don't suppose anyone's seen Dr. Warner in their travels?
He just left.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
So what do you reckon? Am I brilliant or am I brilliant?
Maybe. I still reckon hiring professionals would be a better option.
Mate, they won't do it unless we have permits, and that's not going to happen.
Yeah, true.
So we train our staff in first aid, and it's a one-off cost.
Okay, and how much are we talking exactly?
Well, we put the entire ground crew on a basic workplace first aid course, which is $200 a head, and then we put another couple on what they call a pre-hospital emergency skills course, and that's another $600 each.
Yeah, and there goes a huge chunk of my profits. I can't afford that much.
Well, it could be a lot more expensive if someone carks it. Come on, upskilling people's good karma. And besides, everyone should know what to do in an emergency, IV staff included.
Plus, if I put it all through the IV, I can claim it as a legitimate business expense.
Great idea. So?
Okay, you talk me into it.
Hey, here he is. The man everyone's talking about.
Baying for my blood.
Riley's blood? Definitely. Yours? Not so much. But congratulations, anyway.
Hey, thanks. Truth is, congratulations has been a bit thin on the ground.
Everyone's just still gutted about Chris, that's all.
Well, I don't blame them. He's going to be a hard act to follow.
True. But people will come round. You just have to prove yourself.
Easy as, huh?
Hey, do you mean to be this big tough guy?
Really? Who told you that?
You'll be great as CEO. Seriously, you need to rate yourself more. And if you're really desperate to win friends and influence people, you could always throw a bar tab on at the IV.
Mm-hmm. Would you show?
Yeah.
Well, you're on then. Yvonne, I'm going to put a tab on the IV tonight. I figured everyone could do with a drink.
Out with the old and in with the new, eh? Chris Warner was the best thing that ever happened to this hospital. His leaving is nothing to celebrate.
How you doing? Disappointed, huh?
I would be if I thought you hired the right man for the job. Right now, I would describe myself as being in a perplexed frame of mind.
What, you don't rate Robata?
I don't rate his preventative medicine or his community health knowledge. And considering that seems to be the focus of the way forward, I find his appointment makes very little sense, Riley.
Well, it does, paired up with your experience.
Really? I thought all I was good for was making you look good.
You got more funding for the PCC than you ever dreamed of. Your name's being bandied about by movers and shakers. I put you on the map.
Rapata has no senior management experience. I stepped up. I have proved myself in this position.
And I pushed for you. But at the end of the day, you don't have the CV and the international profile that Honey has. Oh, Callum, look, you are a visionary, okay? You are a brilliant doctor, a brilliant businessman. And your time will come, trust me.
Never burn a bridge, eh, Riley? Never know when you can use me again.
So no tries today, huh?
Ben got one. I didn't.
Well, how about I make you something to eat while you jump in the shower? Moving on.
I think it's best.
What do you know? It's your mate.
It won't do any harm to talk to her, Chris. You might even get some answers. Well, at least read this, huh? See for yourself. I've actually done you a favor.
Right now, I would prefer to make dinner for my son.
Hang on.
Hello, room service. I hope you is decent in there, and I certainly hope you is hungry for food and for love. Oh, hey. Oh, is Tanya here?
She's not home yet. You better come in then.
Cheers.
This?
Beef medallions and mushrooms and a red wine jus cooked by me and all served up with ice cold bubbly. It's all part of my new and improved approach at wooing your sister.
Oh, you are so incredibly sweet, and she is incredibly lucky to have you. Okay, you do what you have to do, and I promise to disappear as soon as Tanya gets home.
Magic.
Pinot Gris, thanks. Sure.
Quite a crowd at the track that I see.
Hey, brains are overrated. What are you doing upstairs?
Well, things are a little bit uncomfortable with me and Chris, so I thought I'd stay here for a while.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. Things must be pretty awful, both of you.
Yeah, well, it's not the most pleasant situation, no. Anyway, let me get you a drink, huh?
I've just ordered one, thank you.
Well, I'm going to get the next one.
Hey, I know you've had a really stressy day, so if you'd rather hang out alone or do work stuff, you don't have to stick around and keep me entertained.
Why would I want to go off and sulk somewhere when I can enjoy the company of a gorgeous woman?
Hey, spoken for, remember?
Yes, I remember. You're very, very serious about Mr. Rock Climber, right?
But I am willing to sacrifice my precious leisure time for a drink or two with Mr. Moonlight Cruise.
Well, I haven't got a moon or a boat, but I can rustle up some champagne.
Why not?
This place is like a prison. Actually, you know what? It's worse than a prison because at least Paris was allowed a cell phone. Did I tell you my dad took my mobile and my bank card?
Let it suck. My whole family are also on call. They make me sweep floor, wash dishes, clean the toilet. I don't know how to do this. In Japan, we got a maid.
We went to a dance party. It's not like we robbed a bank.
Dude, I don't care if you have plans, okay? Kieran is springing big bucks for you to do this first aid course, and it is non-negotiable. Thank you. Hallelujah.
Great, so now you're getting credit from your boss for my idea?
Whatever.
Hunter, I saved your butt, and while you're out sneaking around behind Dad's back having fun, I'm grounded. I want a payout.
Really? What did you have in mind?
Let me be a medic.
Sorry, sweetie. You're too young. You know, I would if I could. Hey, what do you reckon? Do you reckon I'd look hot in this, Olive? I think that's a yes.
You could call her, tell her to get a wriggle on.
I could, but that would ruin the surprise. And after the rock climbing incident, my brownie point balance is seriously out of whack.
Don't be too hard on yourself. It's not like she warned you about the mark stuff.
When someone's been messed up that much, you can afford to give them a few allowances. But I've got to say, for a bloke that buggered off months ago, he's still making his presence felt big time.
Tans and Libby and I grew up with this fairy tale version of marriage. Mum and Dad were the love of each other's lives, and so as far as we were concerned, you found the one and you lived happily ever after. Tanya gave her all to Mark and she was burnt. Badly, as it happens, which is why she deserves the very best. Love, marriage, babies, golden wedding anniversaries. I would love to see her feel secure again.
You know what the saddest thing is? We used to be really close.
You and Hunter.
Yeah. We were like best friends until he left school and turned into a giant jerk with a totally out of control ego. Now I'm not even cool enough to hang out with.
He acts that jerk. You should kick his butt. Suck.
Must be host parents.
I better go. Hello, Dr. Mackay.
Hi, Olive.
Finally, you're home. When's dinner?
Hey, Dad, how was your day?
Actually, Hunter's had a really busy day. He's been organising a first aid course.
Really? How come?
A first aid course for some dodgy law-breaking losers, but you'll have to ask him about that one.
Are you still organising those parties? I thought I'd make myself clear.
Whatever.
No, Hunter. I meant every word.
Yeah, and I heard you. But since I'm now 18, you no longer have a say where my choices are concerned.
Excuse me? You know what? Go ahead, Hunter. Ruin your life. I can't be bothered.
You can't let him get away with it, Dad. He's breaking the law.
No, I no longer care.
Well, you have to do something. This is totally unfair.
Sophie, I don't have to do anything. And you know what? Get your own dinner. I need some peace and quiet.
Yvonne's chicken's good, eh? Hey, I had an idea. How about we go on a fishing trip?
Okay.
I'll get that. You keep eating.
Hi. Before you kick me out, I'm here to apologize.
I'm busy.
Please just hear me out. Hey, kid. I messed up today. I more than messed up. I was unprofessional, disrespectful, but I promise it wasn't on purpose. Look, I wanted to talk to you about this, but it all just kind of got away from me.
Riley, could you please just leave?
This is an offer from the DHB. An offer to set you up in your own elite surgical unit. Since you've made such a mark in frontier surgery, they'd like you to build on that. Some new ground. You'd still be based at Shortland Street, of course. You could choose your own cases, your own crew, and they will even throw in a big old budget for state-of-the-art equipment. Mentoring. Did I mention mentoring? On top of all of this, you would be paid to mentor the top surgeons in Australasia.
Dad, can I go upstairs?
Okay, mate.
You want me to go now, huh?
No, I'd like you to continue.
All right, then.
You think Scotty's a tough nut? You've got it easy. You should go a couple of rounds with Kerry Burton.
I see a complete dragon.
Dragon doesn't even come close. Hey, I should get us another bottle, eh?
I should probably get going. It's a school night.
Well, I should thank you then, for keeping me company and saving me from having to drink alone.
Well, I enjoyed it.
Hey, Tubbs, he won't make you happy,
Honey.
Tubbs, there's no spark between you guys, whereas you and I, we've got... what would you do if you found out we're all going to die next week, if there's this giant meteor that's coming to Earth and we're all going to be finished off? Would you go home to Kip tonight? Or would you come upstairs with me?
Just like that. In front of people we work with.
Well, there's a discreet entrance on the other side of the courtyard there. Follow you out.
Hey, night, guys. See you tomorrow.
Bye, dear.
Find out if she goes through with it when Shortland Street returns tomorrow at 11:45. Tonight, the new series of Operation Transformation kicks off at 8 o'clock here on RTE1.